Well, come to find out, there is a lot of questions on cystic fibrosis on the test bank. So there's a lot of questions there. So we can do that. And then we can also go through the questions that she did on Sarah on her test. Okay, so let's go with the first question. When a patient asks what causes cystic fibrosis, how should the nurse respond? So cystic fibrosis is caused by an blank gene. So A, an X-linked dominant, B, an X-linked recessive, C, an autosomal dominant, or D, an autosomal recessive. Bro. I am still sick. You should get this answer. It is autosomal recessive, so it's D. This is not an X-linked anything. Okay. Okay, let's get to the next one. I think it is 12. Let's see. I don't know what that was. Okay, so a child is diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. History reveals that the child's parents are siblings. Yeah, recessive, autosomal. That's why you don't hook up with your family members, okay? Ugh. So history reveals that the child's parents are siblings. Cystic fibrosis was most likely the result of what? A, X inactivation, B, genomic imprinting, C, consanguinity, or D, obligate carriers. So I remember this because of our SI. She told us what this word means. And yeah, C, it would be consanguinity. That's basically incest, but they don't want to write incest, so it's consanguinity. Okay, so consanguinity refers to the mating of two related individuals, and the offspring of each mating are used to be inbred. So consanguinity matings produce a significant increase in recessive disorders and are seen most often in pedigrees for rare recessive orders. All right. So this one was 9. Oh my gosh. Which of the following disorders? Oh wait, we don't need that one. All right, so this one is, let me see. Did we skip one? Oh no, I think this is it. Let me see. Okay, we already know this one though. You don't have to go through that one again. I didn't know this one. So, while reviewing lab results to help confirm a diagnosis of cystic fibrosis in a 1-year-old child, which substance will be present in the child's sweat? Is it A, potassium, B, sodium chloride, C, magnesium, or D, carbonic acid? So the answer is sodium chloride, which is B. So the standard method of diagnosis is the sweat test, which reveals sweat chloride concentration in excess of 60 milliequivalents. Sodium chloride. So a 7-month-old presents with cystic fibrosis accompanied by failure to thrive and frequent loose and oily stools. Sweat testing reveals increased chloride. Which of the following should the nurse observe for that would accompany this disease? Is it A, auto antibodies that target the lungs and pancreas, B, a thick mucus, C, enzymes that degrade surfactant in the alveoli, and or D, a toxic amount of electrolytes from secretory glands? It would be B, a thick mucus. In CF, thick mucus is present. I think 23. Where are we at? Almost, okay. In an 8-week-old male was recently diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. Which of the following digestive alterations would be expected? A, insufficient bile production, B, gastric atrophy, C, hypersecretion of stomach acid, or D, malabsorption. So the answer is D, malabsorption. I think we are at the end of that. Let me go and see the questions she had. Okay, so the first question that Sarah has is, cystic fibrosis is a genetic order that causes the endocrine glands to work incorrectly. Is it true or false? I got this one wrong. So it's false. We're not talking about endocrine, okay? So cystic fibrosis is a genetic order that causes the exocrine, not endocrine glands to work incorrectly. So exocrine glands are glands that produce and transfer its secretions, right? So mucus, tears, sweat, digestive enzymes, via ducts to an intended area of the body, rather than directly into the bloodstream, okay? So this endocrine is going to be releasing hormones, right, in the bloodstream. That's the difference. I forgot. Endocrine gland. So, okay, select the systems below that are affected by cystic fibrosis. A, reproductive, B, lymphatic, C, respiratory, D, gastrointestinal, E, neuro, F, integumentary. Okay, so I only got this right because I heard a little bit of like what she was talking about in the beginning. But yes, they are going to, people with cystic fibrosis, they're going to have a really difficult time producing children. So reproductive, C, respiratory with that mucus, D, gastrointestinal, it's going to be hard for them, like with the last one that we were talking about, it's going to be malnutrition. I guess because there's like too much mucus that's not able to like take in these nutrients. And then integumentary. So answers A, C, D, and F. Cystic fibrosis affects the respiratory system. This causes thick mucus to build up in the lungs, and it can affect both the upper and lower respiratory system like the sinuses. Gastrointestinal, the pancreas, intestine, and liver are all affected due to the thick mucus. And integumentary, so sweat glands will make extremely salty sweat. So you're educating the parent of an 8-month-old who was recently diagnosed with cystic fibrosis about the disease. You explain to the parents that the child has a gene mutation on the blank. The gene that is specifically mutated is called... Why did I pick endocrine again? So, okay, so A, endocrine glands, HBGS gene, or B, exocrine glands, CFTR gene. C, endocrine glands, chromosome 21. That is going to be Down syndrome, by the way. D,